Ladies and gentlemen, this is That One Media KE, broadcasting all the way from Laikipia County. And this is your host, Kimani Wa Raitha. And as I had promised in our podcast last time, today we continue with the conversation that we had begun in our last podcast. And together with me today in the studio are my two good friends, Washira Wageshashe Jina Kubwa, as well as Gaduo Wageshoro, Senator. And before I give them an opportunity to introduce themselves or to say hi to our audience, I want to urge my followers to hit the follow button and to subscribe to our channel so that we can make this channel grow, as well as share and also hit the notification button so that every time the content, you will be the first person to get notified. Please tell people about this podcast. Please share it in your social circles. As the media, That One Media KE fraternity, we will be very glad if you share this podcast or this link, or tell the people about the venture that we have taken to inform, to sensitize, to teach, to make you understand about the ongoings in our country. Welcome, my friends, and introduce yourselves.
Good evening. This is Simon Gaduo, a resident of Kinamba. I'm happy this evening to say hi to you, all the viewers. Once again, we meet for a discussion that will border on all the issues affecting this country. We are going to engage one-on-one, and I'm sure the discussion will be fruitful. Thank you so much. Welcome.
Thank you, Bonagaduo. We go to Washira Geshashe. Welcome to That One Media.
Good evening, my viewers. I'm Washira Geshashe, a resident of Kinamba also. I'm very, very glad to 31 Media. They were communication sparks. Today, I join you again, fellow Kenyans, again to engage on where our country is heading. And I believe each one of us has an input of where we are going, where our country is heading. And I believe we are the opinion shapers. And thank you again, Kimani Wa Raitha, for this chance to express our opinions so that again we can guide our community on the best way forward. Thank you. God bless you.
Welcome so much, Washira and your friend Gaduo. It's another opportunity for us to discuss on issues that are affecting our nation. And I'm going to start with you, Washira.
Thank you.
We ended our podcast last time with the issue of the gold in Ikolomani. I said that a British company is going to be contracted to mine our gold. What do you think about that issue?
Frankly speaking, Kimani Raitha and my political analyst, in my own view, I believe this one is a move that is deliberately, orchestrated by the government so as to bring the opaqueness in the whole issue surrounding the gold in Ikolomani. And how I wish we could have recruited a local farm, local people, so that above everything else, our local people can benefit from the gold mines. But what we see now, we see a British company coming in. I believe there will be no transparency in the amount of the gold that we will be extracted from Ikolomani. Case study is when we again we found oil,
The
Tullow oil issue, yes. Of which I don't want to go back to the sentiment that they were said, but I believe every Kenyan knows what happened in the Tullow oils, something that has never been discussed to date. I believe we are only discussing the gold mines today. When the exercise begins, there will be no such discussion.
I remember we had talked about the Galana Kulalo issue, and we said that we only see the project, but we do not see the outcome. I think this is going to be the same issue here.
Yeah, it is the same issue here. Okay.
And by the way,
Yes.
let me ask you.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it our gold or it's going to be British gold?
I believe we are still in the neo-colonialism era, whereby our we are yet to be we are yet to get independence, because I still don't believe, because it is okay. You can, for example, in Laikipia we have also the Batuks. We also have this British Army training unit in Kenya. These British Army training in Kenya, I believe these are officers who have been brought here by the British government to safeguard the interests of the British government. Thank you.
Let's hear your counterpart's opinion.
Bwana Kimani Raitha,
Yes.
the white man left Africa,
Yes.
but unfortunately, the foundation they laid in Africa to date has never been left. Let's go to the Democratic Republic of Congo, which happens to be the richest country in the world as far as mineral resources are concerned. The white man left DRC a long time ago, but the policies they left, the foundation that was laid, to date, that country will never know peace. Why? The white man will not allow that to happen. The minerals in DRC are meant and will only benefit the white man plus the cartels that were left in Africa. Kenya, the gold. True, it is supposed to help the Kenyans. It is supposed to help you and I improve the infrastructure in the country, but it will not happen. Why? The profiteers were in the government. When they were vying, when they were contesting for the seats, the cartels in the Western countries ensured that they will sponsor these white men, in quotes, in Africa, so that once they take over power, any resources that they will be discovered in Africa will only help not you and I, but the colonial masters who already left, but are still in the country.
You are right, Bwana Gaduo.
Yes.
Thank you very much for your opinion. That was just by the way, but today I want us to discuss about the matters of the by-elections that are going on. There are quite a number of by-elections that are going on. And we have seen the former deputy president, the impeached deputy president, in Embu. We also saw Kithure Kindiki in Embu. What is your take, Bwana Gaduo, on the issues of the by-elections that are going on? I have seen a lot of resources being dedicated to the by-election, including MCA posts. I have seen somebody hiring a chopper to go and campaign for an MCA post. What is your take? And realizing that we only have the major election in about 20 or so months' time. What is your take?
In both four constituencies that we're having by elections, about 300 million has been spent by IEBC. Now, as Kenyans, is that the right place to use these resources? And I will say and put it categorically, it is not. The by-elections are good, like that one on Mbere. Why didn't we have any other person who could be appointed in the government to become a CS? Didn't we have any brain in Mbere that could have been given that position of the CS, so that we could have avoided that wastage that you're seeing in Mbere? But I'll say again, in Kenya, it is all about profiteering. They are not interested in any way with you and I. Their chief and principal interest is their interest in Nairobi, not what is happening to you and I. Therefore, the by-elections are good. Representation is a must. It is your constitutional right to be represented. But once again, why and at what cost? We must evaluate as a nation the amount of money uncontrolled that IEBC spends on the by-elections.
Yes. Thank you very much. Bwana Wachira.
Yes, Mr.
Tell me, why do you think Roko was appointed as CS?
Rocco was appointed as CS. In my own view and opinion, is
And remember,
yes,
he was appointed after Justin Muturi was ejected from the government.
yes.
Soon after Muturi was ejected from the government, we saw Rocco appointment. Is it a political maneuver, or what manner of business is going on in the government that has occasioned the by-election in Bere?
Thank you, Bwana Raitha. And a very, very good question going forward. In my own opinion, Rocco was appointed the cabinet secretary by Rocco was appointed cabinet secretary by President Ruto first, so that he can retain, the cabinet secretary position was given had previously been occupied by Justin Muturi, also Mithika Linturi. Kenyans, we have I feel bad. Again, I feel saddened by the kind of politics and the kind of leadership that we have in Kenya. One, we have the tribal politics bringing in here. That is why Rocco was appointed cabinet secretary, so that he can galvanize.
So you think it is the tribal politics at play?
That's absolutely. That's a tribal politics playing. Allow me to take you back, because I've been following Kenyan politics for a very long time. We had President Uhuru, who in his tenure used to appoint, technocrats. We had Joe Mushero, who was an IT guru. And I believe those are the appointments that we should be making going forward, based on meritocracy. Not political rewardees like what we are seeing right now. And again, also the tribal politics. President Ruto doesn't want to lose, the vote from, the eastern region. But that is not the way to go. We need technocrats. We need people who bring policies to us. We need people who will, bring infrastructure, and things will have to work.
Right.
Yes, Miss.
Now, what about the expenditure that these contestants using? I've talked about that particular election. I think it is in Kisii, whereby somebody hired a chopper for the campaign of an MCA. Oh, by the way, what is the salary of an MCA?
With the last time I checked, the salary of an MCA was 144,000 without the mortgage. Once the MC is given the mortgage, that is the car loans or the car mortgage, and also, the residence mortgage, the salary goes below 100,000. So it is very, very absurd seeing an MCA aspirant using a chopper, because he'll have used a lot of money. But what happens in Kenya?
Will he be able to recoup the amount of money he will hire the chopper? I think hiring a chopper would cost not less than 3 million, right?
Yes.
Wanagaduo,
Yes.
what do you think about that issue?
And I will move from that word where that MC is hiring a chopper. Bwana Raitha and Media 31
Yes.
and our viewers, you can trust me that the money being spent is not and does not belong to that aspiring MCA. We go deeper to the issue of SHA. It is a cartel where people are looting public funds. Where do you think this money that is being used in all these by-elections, not by IBC, but by the politicians crisscrossing the country, is coming from? It is from the taxpayers' money.
Definitely.
SHA, the housing fund, or that.
Can you, by a rough estimate the amount of money that was spent by the presidency in Ukambani last week?
Rumors had it that they spent about 100 million. We may not know the truth, but definitely, if they were using about 3 million per day, in a week, they went to Harambes, they went to this called empowerment in quotes. Even 100 million is an understatement.
Do you think the Singaporean dream is valid in this case?
Now, Bwana Raitha, our viewers, and Media 31, it is very valid. But once again, what kind of record does the person steering this vehicle towards Singapore have? This person cannot be trusted in any way. Even if it is good to dream, because you and I can dream. But the person at the steering, the person who is talking about the dream, where is he taking us as a nation to? Does his policies, does his record, does his commitment, does his, like Bonawashira mentioned earlier, the technocrats, again, who are helping steer the vehicle forward, do they have any clue to where Singapore is? In my opinion, which is humble, they have no clue where Singapore of Kenya is located. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bwana Gaduo. Now let's talk about the ODM party. We have seen the death of Raila Odinga. May his soul rest in peace. What do you think that is going to cause to the ODM party? Bwana Washira,
Yes, Mr.
let's start with you.
Oh, thank you, Bwana Raitha and 31 Media Communication, and also my viewers. Coincidentally, I went to Maseno University. That is where I went for my university education. And why am I saying this? ODM is primarily, dominated by the Nyanza and the Western people. At one point or the other, within the 4 years, I came to learn about these people. These people are very, they are rights. They are good and intelligent people. What I'm seeing, in my own opinion, ODM will not.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Though I'm sure that ODM will split into several functions. We have recently, during the ODM celebration at 20, I observed critically and I followed the conversation. The ODM constitution stipulates that after, maybe, after the ODM leader or the ODM top organ exits, like what we have right now with Raila exit, being in the top leadership of ODM. What Winnie said is actually what is stipulated in the ODM constitution.
You are right. You are very right about the ODM constitution. They were supposed to call for an NDC. Is it an NDC or?
Yeah, it is an NDC.
An NDC, and then select the party leader from the NDC.
From the delegates.
Yes, from the delegates.
Yes. But what we see and what we saw is that there is already a supremacy battle in the top echelon of the leadership. We have seen a Siaya Senator, Oburu Odinga, taking charge of ODM. And this does not augur well, bearing in mind that our country and the future of this country is in the hands of the Gen Zs. And that is why I'm seeing, let nobody ignore the voice of Winnie Odinga at his or her own peril. Again, I can see, an uprising and also, an influx of other Gen Zs, the likes of Sifuna, who are very eloquent, who are very aggressive and abrasive. We have also Babu Owino coming in as another, abrasive and aggressive Gen Z. And I believe the future of this country lies in the hands of the Gen Zs. And I'm very, very sure. We have seen Gladys Wanga also positioning themselves, also herself, also with Oburu Odinga. I don't think they are heading anywhere.
Yes, Washira, that is a very good opinion.
Yes.
Let me ask this question to Bwana Gaduo.
Yes.
Bwana Gaduo.
Yes, Bwana Raitha.
ODM party.
Yes.
Is one of the parties that has lasted for a very long time.
Yes.
Since the advent of the 2010 constitution.
Yes.
What factors may make the ODM party continue being a very strong party, or what may break it?
The strength of any organization is based on the foundation that was laid. Raila Odinga, the late, may his soul rest in peace, ensured that ODM had a very strong foundation in his presence. In his absence, like Bonashira said, we have very interesting times ahead. And for lack of a better name, I'll talk about vouchers who have been in ODM, the likes of Gladys Wanga. In fact, to cut it short, most of those politicians in Nyanza had and have only survived because of their affiliation with His Excellency Raila Amolo Odinga. With his exit, they may be trying to hang on into that coat that has been buried already in the sand. The interesting times that we have is the new voices that Bonashira has called Gen Z's, Mr. Raida, and our viewers. The ideologies is what keeps the support base in any organization and in politics strong. If the interests, if the agendas, if the direction of the wind changes even a little bit, the party will not hold at all.
Thank you, Bonagaduo. But I don't know whether I feel like you have avoided my question, or I don't know. But my specific question, and this goes to both of you. Along which lines do you think ODM is going to break up, or what strategies can they take to make sure that the party does not break up? Because as matters stand now, it looks like ODM is going to break up into either 2 factions or 3 factions. What do you think? First of all, I want you to answer this. Along which lines do you think the party is going to break? That is 1. 2, before you go to the second part of the question, we give Washira 1 minute, and then you go to the second part of the question.
The line is as clear as day and light. Like we mentioned earlier, the age. Babu Owino, Sifuna, James Orengo, on the other hand, Oburu Odinga. That will be the first crack that will develop.
Yes, Mr. In my opinion, I believe ODM will crack, or will, they'll have one. There are those technocrats who are already in broad-based government, the likes of John Badi, the likes of this Minister of Energy, Pio Wandai. We have Joho. These guys are already in the government, and that is why they don't want to get out of the government. There are other young tax who also want to have a taste and who are salivating, the likes of Babu Owino. You cannot compare. You cannot compare a whole county, a whole cabinet secretary to a mere MP or a mere governor. So above everything else, also those who are outside, the likes of Babu Owino, the likes of Edwin Sifuna.
There's also this young people from Trans Nzoia. What do we call that fellow?
This is the MP or the governor? Natembe. The MP.
From Trans Nzoia. Once I remember his name, I'll tell you.
Okay. Oh, okay. There was also these. Okay, the way you are saying, there will be several, split, because again, you see, when you touch on Trans Nzoia, when you touch on the Western, the Kakamega function, long before they have been in ODM, but right now we see the uprising, the Tawe movement coming up, and they are coming up very, very well. So above everything else, there will be so many orphans, just like Oscar Sudi said. There will be so many orphans. And I believe there will be for me, in my own opinion, there will be around 3 functions from the ODM, because one will have those who are in broad-based government. We'll have the Gen Zs who have they have their own, let me say, they are expressing their mind in a very, very liberal way, and also there will be the old guards. That is Millicent. That is Oburu Odinga, Gladys Wanga. Those are the old guards who believe that they ODM, they are the one who are the biggest shareholders in ODM. But I believe it won't sound well and it won't augur well with these Gen Zs, because these Gen Zs are unstoppable.
Yes, let me cut you short. So when we come back,
Yes,
we will hear from Gaduo about the second part of the question.
thank you. Thank you.
For our viewers, subscribe, hit the follow button, and also hit the notification button, as well as share, so that you can help us grow this channel. Thank you very much.